first thing is get involved. As you can see all around me, you see there's a lot of things to get involved in. Not only is there things all around campus, like how tomorrow night you can go down under and watch the Barbie movie. You can also, it's also a great way to just get involved and meet new people. College can be really lonely, but it doesn't have to be.
Exactly. You can join clubs. There's a ton of them. There's involvement fairs at the beginning of the year where you can get involved. You can also join halfway through. Some clubs don't care what time you join as long as you join. And you can join intramural sports. Those do have deadlines, however. And dorms even have events like dinners you can go to.
Yep, getting to know people in your dorm is some of the best ways to stay involved, as well as just have someone that you can go to these events, go with to these events, so that it doesn't feel quite as awkward sometimes.
Alright, welcome to Whitney's.
This is one of the many places on campus that you can get food and make sure you eat. It's one of those things that's going to escape your mind, especially when you're trying to study or when you're going to classes. But this in the UC is a great place to just stop by and get some food.
Make sure that when you're studying to also take breaks and relax. It is very important to take time to yourself.
Around campus, the two main dining halls are Esker and Drumlin. There's also Einstein's right over there. That usually closes pretty early, but it's open early as well.
There's Heat and Fire, though that is
Down Under.
open. That is open later, and that's in the Down Under. And you can only use meal swipes at like 2 o'clock and after, but that's okay. So as previously mentioned, it is important to take time to yourself. So there's even events at the UC where you can de-stress.
This is another example of also just things to do around campus that you wouldn't really think of that we just have. But there's also other things that are kind of almost essential. One of which is please be mindful where you leave these scooters. They're everywhere. You will see them. They are very helpful for when you wake up late and need to get to class on time. But please be considerate. Don't leave them in the middle of the street. Don't leave them on cars. Don't leave them in parking spaces. People pay good money for those parking spaces. Okay, so that one thing that you're really going to want to do is make sure you stay organized and stay on top of your work. There's many ways to do that. One of the ways is making sure that you always check Canvas, which is the system that our school uses. It's like Google Classroom, Infinite Canvas, or something of the like. If you don't know what Canvas is, you will learn very quickly. Another thing that you really need to learn, or not learn, but do is check your emails. I know they talk about it in high school, I know they talk about it at all the orientations, but it's really important to actually read your emails.
Yeah, you get, if your grades are, if your assignments are graded, you will get notifications that your academic advisor will reach out to you via email a lot. It is, and advising is required here, so you have to check your email and make sure you're doing everything.
It's also how you know about all the involvement opportunities, including intramural sports, any clubs, any major events that are going on, like the homecoming week stuff. All of that will be through your email as well.
It is also important to keep, like, it might be a pain, but to get for each class a different like notebook or folder. Like, taking notes is really important. Otherwise, you are probably definitely going to fall behind.
You also just get handouts. So in my math class, we have what's called skeleton notes, which is where the questions are given to us, and then we can write down the notes and the answers that our teacher puts or professor puts on the board, and that's how we take notes. So in my math class, I have a folder for all the handouts that I get as my skeleton notes, and that's what I look for and study during the exams.
I also personally recommend a planner. I personally need like a hard copy of like calendar to look at to make sure like all my classes, like my assignments are being submitted, like I'm doing what I need to do for the day. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't remember to do anything.
That's it's not to say that you need a like a hard copy planner, like a paper planner. Just having anything to make sure you have some sort of calendar and day-to-day and week-to-week schedule where you know things are due and what to do what day is incredibly helpful.
Yeah, on Canvas there's even a calendar and it has your due dates on it. Like, it will automatically fill them in for you, which I think is helpful, but I don't look at it, but any person is different. Alright, so we think it's important to take advantage of study spaces. We are currently in one of the group study spaces in the library's second floor. There are also study locations on the third and first floor, but those are quiet zones.
Yep. There's plenty of places in the library, not just rooms like this, just in general. There's a bunch of different chairs, computer monitors. Second floor even has a resource desk for help with pretty much anything. Help with finding something in the library or just something for a class. They help with research and stuff like that. There's also just other places around campus. The UC is a great study space, especially if you're working on a group project. There's study spaces kind of just everywhere. You have to look around, find them, see what works best. There's even places in your dorm that you can go to. But be warned, your dorm is pretty much your bedroom. It becomes your bedroom while you're here. So if you know you can't study in your bedroom or even just in your house and you like to go somewhere to do it, you're not going to be able to study in your dorm. Find a different place.